And welcome back to the SmarkTank Revolution, where we always kick out at 2, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, kick out. That's us. I am your host, flying solo today, Mr. Donnie Wonderful, a.k.a. Big Time Don, a.k.a. the benevolent, intelligent, extravagant, and eloquent. And you guys know the rest. Thank you for listening. Thanks to our loyal supporters for hanging in there with us. And this is kind of a rant. This is a random entry. Like, we do have a playlist, and we do review pay-per-views, and if you're new to the channel, we do reaction videos, and we have some playlists that are also available on the channel, the essentials, where we rank wrestlers, and even Retromania, which we'll get back into, where we break down, where we just review all the WrestleManias. The older ones are more difficult because my colleague Joey Business and I were both born in the 80s, so the early WrestleManias are definitely a chore, to say the least, to review, because a lot of them we don't remember. But when we get to the later WrestleManias, especially during our teenage years, like you'll hear a lot of ambition. You'll hear a lot of excitement and just the nostalgia alone. So I can't wait to record those. There's a few more things coming down the pipeline. While I have a live mic, I just might go on a few tangents, and you guys might see it on the channel. So here's the fair warning now. But I just had a conversation going down memory lane, and I decided to kind of record my thoughts on what my buddy and I were talking about. And of course, it's wrestling related. That's why we're on the SmarkTank Revolution now. But I just wanted to talk. We were talking about some of the blasphemous, just ugliest, heinous, just things that just didn't feel right moments in wrestling, particularly with the WWE, because they were the WWE at the time. And one of the things that I said was that WWE versions of anything that worked outside of WWE, just reprehensible, erroneously done, may have some promise. You may be excited to see it, but, like, in my opinion, it just never worked in the long run. Or, to give them credit, there's always a black eye on it. Example. And this is one of the reasons why I'm recording this today. The NWO, WCW incarnation. Loved it in WCW. Even when they started to die down, when everybody was joining the NWO. Still had power. They split. Black and White and the Wolf Pack. Still had power, somewhat. They lost his luster. They were still cool. Vince McMahon purchases the rights to WCW in 2001. The NWO come over to WWE during the Ruthless Aggression era, or the tail end of the Attitude era. I'm pretty sure it was the Ruthless Aggression era. The original trio, phenomenal. Here's where it gets terrible. the thumbnail, and I haven't made the thumbnail yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use the image of Shawn Michaels in an NWO shirt with his backwards hat. The intention was good. It was just ugly and awful. Like, why was that allowed to happen? I can't think of anything good that came from that. I remember, and this is just off the cuff, what my memory is, so I'm a human being, I'm flawed. I remember the pay-per-view, I think it was No Way Out 2002, or probably later than that, I don't remember. But Shawn Michaels, as a part of the NWO, was attempting to recruit Triple H, I think, over to Raw. It was the brand split, Raw, SmackDown. That was probably the highlight of Shawn Michaels being in the NWO. If you guys have any, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. Educate me or remind me, because the WWE version of the NWO was absolutely hot garbage. And for some reason, seeing Shawn Michaels in the NWO shirt was hot garbage, hotter garbage. I just think that whenever you cross like the DX guys with the NWO, for some reason it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't feel right. You know, they were the rival factions in the Monday Night Wars. You got the NWO and you had DX. You know, I know the core of the groups were, you know, they're still to this day, they were all best friends, best buds, you know, the clique. Yeah, I know. But still, you had half the clique, or at least most of them on the NWO. So, oh, wait a minute, no, and that switched when X-Pac came back to the WWF at the time during the Attitude Era, and an interesting story too. Back in 2015 in Winslow, Maine, Big Time Wrestling booked Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Sean Waltman to wrestle. I think only Kevin Nash and Sean Waltman wrestled. Scott Hall was the manager. I can't remember who they wrestled offhand, but I remember myself, buddy Dante Luna. Shout out to Dante Luna, who's an excellent content creator. Go check out his channel, YouTube, Dante Luna, or Mr. Dante Luna. I'm sorry if I mistaken the name, but yeah, you guys should definitely check out his work and subscribe to his channel. He's absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box for you guys to check out. Wrestling at Fenway came from Dante Luna and Bo Douglas from the Bell Time Club. But yeah, so I was with my brother Dante Luna and someone else I can't remember offhand. I apologize if you're listening to this, but we were in the locker room just having a conversation, and I think I referenced this before on one of the Essentials episodes, either the Kevin Nash one or the Sean Waltman one, but in the midst of us talking, this was about 4 weeks after WrestleMania 31, when they were in Santa Barbara, when they were in California, when they were outside, and Triple H and Sting had that match, and DX interfered on Triple H's behalf, and the NWO interfered on Sting's behalf. And I remember asking Sean, why did you come out with DX and not the NWO? And, you know, he just basically said that they picked for him. But I thought that was an interesting selection, because who had the better success? Was it X-Pac or was it Six? I think he was even Six-Pac too. You know, he can make the claim for both. But damn it, if we're just talking about who came out factions, I mean, Shawn Michaels, yeah, one of the co-captains, co-creators of DX. But his ass was also in the NWO too, and it was terrible. And I don't want to continue to bury Shawn Michaels in the NWO, but again, it was terrible. And I'm actually just recording this rant because I want to ask our loyal supporters, listeners, I don't care when or where in life you hear this, but please reveal to me a shining moment of Shawn Michaels' stint in the NWO. Whenever WWE touches something that originated from another company, at least most of the things that I can remember, it never comes out as well as it was where it originated. WWE's version of ECW was awful, and I would scream that out loud if I wasn't in my office. No resemblance to the Paul Heyman promoted ECW entity at all. And I understand it was PG, so like a lot of these things I know I didn't coin this. I'm pretty sure I heard it, but it was the WWE version of ECW, the WWE version of the NWO. Like ill. It's just disgusting. Ill. Ugh. I'm sick right now. Ill. So yes, I'm gonna end right now, and I'm gonna leave it up to you guys and gals. Please, if you can defend, or if you can remind me, I think you'll likely be defending some key moments or a turning point in the NWO that involved a storyline with Shawn Michaels that was impactful, then please leave it in the comment section, and we're gonna follow up there, because I'm pretty sure that it's one of those things where you'll see this thumbnail and you'll say, oh yeah, Shawn Michaels was in the NWO for 30 seconds. I bet you that. Because if I ask you about DX, you'll be able to reel off a highlight reel of it. You'll be able. There's a plethora of moments. Mike Tyson. I'm not even going to get into that. And I know, or if you guys know, definitely know my colleague knows, I'm a huge Bret Hart fan. So I have naturally hated Shawn Michaels, especially after 1997. Well, it really started then. But this has nothing to do with that. Please, somebody defend Shawn Michaels in the NWO. I'll be in the comments waiting for you. Thank you for listening. SmarkTank Revolution. I'm Donnie Wonderful. Catch you on the next one.